Okay, Ollie, last weekend I suppose you were hoping that Longford would be able to do Harps a favour, but did you really believe that they could take something off Waterford?
Absolutely. I mean, not alone did they take something off Waterford, but I'm sure they have no fear of coming up on Friday night and taking something off us, Dermot. Waterford play, and they've always played like, they are still fighting for something, and they certainly are fighting, and they've always played like that. Like, we've only beaten them the one time out of three, and I've no doubt that they'll have the same fighting spirit and quality on Friday night. And we need people to be very patient, especially the supporters on Friday night, and realise that this is a serious, serious battle here.
Yeah, we remember Longford's last visit to Ballybofey, Ollie. It was a frustrating night, wasn't it? And that came at a time when Harps really could have done with a victory.
Yeah, well, we could do with a victory at any stage, and we can do with a victory on Friday night. But, Longford never lie down. They've got quality, especially in the counter-attack with the likes of, Dylan Grimes and the likes of young Durvan that has been a thorn in our side over the years, both home and away. And this will be a hugely difficult night for us. But if we can scrape over the line with a last-minute winner, we would take it with open arms. But that is possibly what it could go to. We could go a goal behind, as we've done before, many occasions to Longford. They're a proper side, and they will see the season out regardless of their position being already, nailed to the mast a few weeks ago. They're proper professionals with proper people involved.
Yeah, and you would take this situation now, Ollie, because over the last few weeks you had been saying this was going to go right down to the wire, but all of a sudden you're going into this last weekend's round of fixtures ahead of Waterford, in a better position than Waterford, so I'm sure you'd take that.
Yeah, you would, but it is of no use of us if we don't win on Friday. Or if the results don't go our way, we've got to take it into the following Friday to a playoff against Bray or UCD, and that's very possible an outcome as well, German. We're very realistic about what's ahead of us in the next week or 2 weeks, whatever it takes. But we need people to be patient and to back us through thick and thin on Friday night, and possibly the following Friday in a playoff, be it down in Sligo or Longford against UCD or Bray, and that's very possibly where it'll go to.
Yeah, well, listen, there's no doubt in the quality that you have within your side, Ollie, but in a game like this with so much at stake, you really need them to step up to the mark, don't you?
We do, yeah, but we need them to step up to the mark every weekend. They did step up to the mark the majority of the weeks. There were some nights we came up short, and that's the nature of it. I mean, we've 36 league games, and we'll have 36 played on Friday night. We might have 37, it depends on Friday's result. With 4 cup games, which is 40 odd games, and the majority of them that we have stepped up to the mark. However, all the teams around us have stepped up a level as well.
What about player availability this weekend?
We're down a number of players, German. Some through a culmination and accumulation of yellow cards, and after mentioning 40 games, if somebody reaches 5 yellow cards after 40 games, I think it's a huge credit to them. But unfortunately, we'll have a number that'll lose out on Friday night because of the ridiculous ratio of 5 cards out of 40 games.
You might not know that until probably the end of the week.
We'll wait for the league to confirm it. Maybe they'll make a mistake, but they really do, John.
Well, you do know that Sadiqi's going to be out.
We know that costs us out with an automatic suspension. That's quite clear. We have a couple of others that, unfortunately, by our mathematics, having reached 5 yellow cards out of 40 odd games, and they played in most of those 40 games. Ridiculous to have that type of punishment. I think it's a credit to anyone to have only that amount of yellow cards after 40 games. I'd be very happy myself with that, Jim.
Yeah, well, listen, as we approach the end of the season, Ollie, and hopefully this is the last game this Friday night, we've been served up with some really entertaining games this season.
It doesn't matter, John, unless we stay up. It doesn't matter. We stayed up on 32 points 5 years ago, where we weren't treated, as you said, to as many good games and good performances, but all that matters is that we stayed up. And it doesn't matter how many games we have played well in, unless we stay up, John, because all of that goes out the window if we don't get the result on Friday night, or if we don't get the result the following Friday.
Yeah, and a big crowd expected again for this one.
Yeah, we need them, Dermot, and as I said to you earlier in this interview, we need them to be very patient. This could have twists and turns, and if we could easily go behind to Longford, they're a good side, as we know, and we have gone behind to them. And they need to look. If as I said to you, we've been very good in the last 5 and 10 minutes of games with our backs to the wall, and that's possibly what it could take. we would take that with open arms. If not, we go again the following Friday down the country, and we need the same supporters to follow us if that's what it goes to.